What's up YouTube, it's your boy Greezy, and today we're going to be going over a how to play Bandit for you, a guide here in Rainbow Six Siege. Now we loaded up here on the map of Clubhouse, because this is a very common map you'll see where you want to play Bandit on. It's a pretty good map, it's a very common map. And you'll see it a lot when you watch pro games and pro league games, so you'll kind of get used to it, you'll get very familiar with this map. It's one of the ones I really love to play in ranked as well. And it's a map that I always bring Bandit on, especially for this site up here in CCTV and the cash room. I always will bring Bandit unless there's someone on the team that is really good at bandit tricking or someone that enjoys to play Bandit a lot. I'll maybe let it go. But majority of the time, probably 90% of the time, I'm going to bring Bandit myself, especially when I solo queue, because I want to make sure we can hold this wall. So this is the most important wall you want to hold in the game, because that's going to create a lot of opportunity for the attacking team for the sides if they can get this open. So once they get this open, you really can't play anywhere remotely in this site. And then also you're probably gonna have a rotate right here, so it's gonna make it so it's also really difficult for the person that's gonna be playing over here in rafters as well. They're gonna be very limited about trying to peek or trying to peek this side. So it's not necessarily bad, but you want to make sure you can protect your team as long as possible and really try to hold this wall as long as you can. Okay, so it really depends on how you want to try and trick it. Like say if you have a Thatcher ban, you can really play on how you want to trick it. It depends on how you're going to go about it with a Thatcher ban. So what happens is you're first going to make sure you get this wall reinforced. This is always a must reinforce wall right here. So you always want to make sure this one gets reinforced. The same on this wall right here. These are probably the two most important walls to make sure that you do reinforce. That one and that one, okay? So you want to make sure you get those reinforced as best you can. But when you go to trick the wall, so it really depends on how your bans go. Sometimes you'll see like a Thatcher ban, you'll see maybe a Maverick ban. So it depends on how you're going to play. When I see that there isn't a Thatcher, when the Thatcher isn't banned, I'm going to play it kind of passively. So a lot of times I'll maybe put one on the most common wall people go for is this wall. A lot of times that's the majority of the side that they're going to be going for. That's the most common wall to open because it does give you the best advantage. It gives you cover on this side, but also makes it so you have a better angle to watch the rotate and the window. So when I play Bandit, you want to play passively. Say if there is a Thatcher on the board, you really want to be passive about it. You can even just not have that there. But I like to have it there just so they think it is being electrified, the whole thing. Or maybe they think I'm going to maybe put a second one down. So that way it does bring the Thatcher out. So when you get the Thatcher thrown, you'll see they'll either throw it, probably majority of them are going to throw it right at the base of the wall over here somewhere. So you're going to see the blue go through the wall. They might throw it up here. Majority of the time though, they're going to be throwing it towards the base of the wall. So either they're going to throw it right at the middle to get it, or you'll see maybe they'll throw it to one side or the other a little bit, but you're going to see that little blue glow it has come through the wall. And so what I do is as soon as I see that, I pick up my Bandit immediately, and then you put it down at the exact same time. Or what you can do is you pick it up and then you just hold it out. So you put it on toggle. Make sure you have your gadget on toggle. Makes it a lot easier to do unless you want to sit there and hold down the gadget button the entire time. But I pull it out, and then as soon as you'll hear him putting on the wall, the thermite, if it's maybe a Bonnie, you'll hear them shoot it at the wall, or you'll hear it get thrown at the wall from like Ace. But as soon as you hear a sound, you're going to know pretty much which wall it's going to be getting put on. Like you'll hear it to your right, or you're going to hear it to your left. And so as soon as you hear it starting to be put down, you can start putting it down as well. Because that way you're going to be the same timing as them. The Thatcher, when they throw it, the EMP is not going to go off in time to get it. You'll get the either the breaching charge, the pellets, or the Selma off the wall almost immediately. But also another way to trick it is if you really want to be passive about it, you can sit and wait and you'll hear him put it down, and then you can wait till just as it starts to go off and you start hearing the sound of it going off and you see a little bit, you can still put this down in time to get it, but you want to make sure you get the timing right. That can be a very difficult way to trick the wall. I'll make sure I get a clip in the video as well towards the end or sometime here, maybe right after this little part at this point. I'll put a break. It'll show you though when you get that sound go off, that's kind of like a no-fly zone. It's going to be really hard to get it down. So if you aren't already like holding your Bandit out and that starts, you're not going to get one down in time. So I normally like to pull it up. So as soon as like say the EMP comes down, you see the blue glow, I'll immediately pick this up at the same time, and then I'll start putting it down right after that. on whatever wall I hear them putting either the thermite breaching charge on, or the pellets hit, because you'll see a little spot where the pellets hit. So also you'll see it. It looks kind of like the electricity like this. There's like a little white ping that comes through, so you'll know where which wall they hit with the Abana pellets. Similar thing with the Selma. You're gonna have time though, because you'll hear it hit the wall. You may not quite know which one you hear it, which one it's hit, but you'll be able to see it immediately as well, because it'll start making a little like white thing as well with a little smoke. And so you'll still have enough time to put this down and trick it as well. So even if like you have just the one wall like this, they throw the Selma, you'll see the little smoke. You'll have enough time to put this down and trick the entire thing before it gets any hole open. But you want to make sure you do it as soon as you like hear a sound, okay? So this is going to be really where you're sound whoring in the game. You'll hear a lot of people say you really want to be listening. So you want to have your headphones at the best volume for you to hear the game. If you have maybe surround sound or like Windows, I like Windows Sonic a lot on Xbox and PC. I also have Dolby Atmos that I use, so it really helps a lot, I feel like. But it's kind of just your preference. I like to have my game volume though loud enough I can hear every sound. Like I have mine on TV also, so I can hear footsteps really well, but it doesn't make it so my gun is like extremely loud and deafens me for other shit also. So you kind of want to just see how you play about it. But it's really easy to trick. You just want to make sure you kind of watch for it. The same thing with like a Cali lance. So say if there is a Thatcher band and they bring the Cali, you'll know as soon as it hits, and you'll have enough time. You can pick this up without it blowing it off the wall. So as soon as you hear it hit, like you'll know there's a Cali. It has that like very distinctive metal tink sound. As soon as it hits the wall, you can just start picking this up. You'll get those up before it goes off. You'll take like 3 or 5 damage. It's nothing big. And then as soon as that goes off, I just start putting it down immediately again. Okay. So you really want to make sure you play off sound. It's a big thing to do. If they have a Maverick though, when you're playing Bandit, the best way on this map as well, a lot of times, is I'll just put mine down. So say if there is a Thatcher band, and then I sit up to this wall for a good 45 seconds, maybe minute of the round, and I haven't had a Cali hit the wall, I'm just going to put them up. Then if I see maybe Maverick walk up and either start torching the bottom or the wall, does Maverick trick it, I'll just put my other one down, and then I'm going to get in a spot that I can't be shot from like the window or anything, but I'm going to get in a spot where I can lay down and either look for him, or what I'll do is as soon as they start tricking it, say if they go to the top first and then they go for the bottom, once they start on the bottom part of the wall, I'll just shoot mine out, and then I'm going to throw my C4 right at the base and then blow it up. Because as soon as this wall goes soft from a Maverick trick, you can do that and it's going to kill anybody on the other side of the wall. Because the way shrapnel works in the game now, it's very big, very easy to do. So I do that almost every time there's a Maverick trick. So say if it is just Maverick, I'll watch him go for it. So I'll keep this on the wall, put this one down, I'll back off so I'm in a spot that I can't be shot from like this window if someone's watching. But that way I'm in a safe spot still. And then I'll wait for him to get the bottom wall. And then as soon as he gets somewhere about maybe 3/4 away, maybe half to 3/4 away, I'll shoot my Bandit out. That way it doesn't destroy your C4 either. And then I'll throw it either right there so it's right at the hole so it has a good radius to hit him. Or I'll try to throw it right at the middle of the wall. So that way as soon as this wall falls out, what I'll do is I'm just going to immediately blow it up. Because you see how big that circle is? It's wherever that is at, and even probably about right here, if I was standing here, that would have killed me. So it's going to be the same thing for the other side of the wall. If he was standing just on the other side of this wall, would have been the same damage, or would have killed him. Then you have a nice easy kill. It might have even opened up the wall a little bit so you have another angle. So maybe you were laying down, you threw it, you can try and watch underneath. But from that point on, you kind of want to start moving back and getting a different angle. So maybe you want to sit and hold red stairs. That's usually my go-to. As soon as I fall off, I'll come back and I'll play red stairs, wait to see if I have anyone coming up, watching the window into garage, and then usually there's rotate, so I'll even listen for that if we know where the team's pushing. But I usually will fall back at that point so I can help my team to hold the site, because usually I'll have someone that's playing over in rafters a lot of times. Yeah, probably someone in cash. So I just fall back and I like to help hold red stairs just a little bit more. That way you have a little more support there for your team as well, because that's a very common thoroughfare for people to come up, especially if they may be trying to go underneath into lounge. That's usually the most common place they're going to come up. They're never going to try and rotate up through garage, because that's a little bit more difficult to push if they haven't already gotten control of it. This one can be just a little bit more of a kill zone. So if your guy up here isn't great with his shots, you can probably take red stairs relatively easy, especially if someone may be supporting you, like some with flashbangs, or if maybe you have flashbangs and grenades. Flash out the ADS if they have one up here, any Wamais. and then you can just grenade it out or push them off this spot relatively easy. But I like to sit up here because a lot of times feel like I have pretty decent aim or good peek skills, and so I'll push and I'll sit up here and I'll just wait and watch right here on this corner, and then right back behind this. That way it's only like the tip of my head sticking out, or even just hold back a little lower and then wait for someone to peek. But if you have any other maps maybe you want me to go over on how to Maverick trick, if you want maybe to get someone in here as well so we can kind of go over the sound mechanism, again, I'll make sure I get a clip in here on the video. But if you aren't subscribed already, you do hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up on the video as well if you liked it. Let me know about anything down in the comments below if you want me to go over another map or any other sites. But it's been good. Keep it the next time, boys. Keep it easy, keep it breezy. It's your boy Greezy. I'm out.